Hey, what's going on, Aquarius? Butch Tarot here. I am going to do your 1 week read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. And with all that being said, let's get it. Universe, what do we have for Aquarius? What is going on for Aquarius? What's going on for Aquarius? All right, Aquarius. So the first thing, Aquarius, that I see is I feel like, we're in Mercury retrograde now, so this makes sense. But I feel like there's been somebody from your past doing a lot of thinking. I feel like they've been doing a lot of thinking, a lot of reflecting. We got the Six of Cups and the Four of Swords. I feel like this person's been in their head a lot lately. I feel like they've been in their head. I feel like they've been doing a lot of soul searching. Now, I feel like in the past with this person, I feel like there was a lot of jealousy. I feel like they really had a hard time. I feel like they had a hard time sharing you. I feel like there was some jealousy issues. I feel like they had a hard time trusting how they felt about you and trusting the connection that you had with them. I feel like this person was very guarded in the past. Very defensive energy. That self-imposed prison and that nine of wands, that very defensive energy. I feel like it's not about the jealousy that really got to them. It was the fact that they didn't want to share you was part of it, and that caused the jealousy. But I feel like they had a hard time sharing themselves with you. I feel like they didn't trust their intuition. They didn't trust how they felt when they were with you. I do feel like they've been doing a lot of thinking about the past lately, though. Like I said, I feel like they've been really in their head, and I feel like they have a lot of regrets. I feel like this is the current energy that they're in right now. I feel like there's a lot of regrets. I feel like there's a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of anxiety. I feel like they know what they gave up on. I feel like they know they had something special. And the worst part about it is now they're truly realizing it. They realize that this is all their fault. It's nothing that you did. It was something that they did. And it's almost like they're having a hard time coming to terms with that. It's one thing to be, it's one thing to have someone let you go. But when you're the one letting go of something that you shouldn't let go of, that's the biggest thing. Like I've said this before, sometimes it's hard to make that next step. Sometimes it's hard to take that leap of faith because you're afraid of rejection. You're afraid of putting yourself out there. But rejection, it pales in comparison to the pain you feel of regret, because regret can last forever. There's so much going on here with this person. They knew what they wanted before, and they know what they want now. But they hid it from you, and they hid it from themselves. With that moon card, that Pisces energy, I feel like they convinced themselves that they didn't need this. They convinced themselves that it wasn't, not to go forward and not to move on. And I feel like it's one of the biggest regrets they have. Now, what I do see is I see a lot of big changes coming. Not just for them, but there's big changes coming in your life because I feel like this person is coming back for you. You know, this isn't just something that they're going to get over. They're coming back. We see that reconciliation in the Six of Wands. It's all about, or the Six of Swords, all about big changes. You know, this person wants you back. And what I do see is I feel like you have a very deep connection with this person. One connection, I don't feel like I don't feel like they've ever walked away from it. And to be completely honest, I don't feel like you ever walked away from it because there was something deeper there. But it's almost like you had to let them figure that out. They had to learn. You know, you can't convince somebody of something they're not listening to. You know, their jealousy, this is all issues they had to deal with. This is burdens they had to deal with. There's nothing you could have done for them. But like I said, I do see them coming back. And they're wanting to reconcile. You know, opening up that communication because they need that balance back. They have their balance, but their balance can only go so far. They need you to balance. You know, they need you. They're coming back as prepared as they can be, but they need you to finish the puzzle. You're the missing piece, and they know it. They knew it then, they know it now. But now they're actually willing to step up. You know, they're ready to nurture this connection with that star card, that Aquarius energy. You know, they only think about you. They feel weak without you. They know what they did wrong. And it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't really about jealousy. It was about the fact that they weren't offering you what they could have, and they knew that. And deep down, when you know you're not giving enough, you know there's somebody else out there that would be willing to do enough. Now, when they come forward, they're going to be very forthcoming. You know, they are going to chase, but they're going to be very forthcoming with that Queen of Swords, very upfront. No bullshit. There's no more time for bullshit. They screwed up enough. They did enough wrong. Now it's time to do things right. Now it's time to put in the work. And like I said, what they say moving forward, I feel like is that is coming from a very authentic place. You know, I feel like they're finally on the same page and they're finally ready to step up for you. You know, and you will get what you want. We have the 7, the 10, and the 8 of Pentacles. You know, being on the same page, stepping up for you, and giving you what you needed all along, being the person that you needed them to be. Because I feel like there were so many things. You know, this person's very intelligent. They're not a slowpoke. But I feel like when it comes to love, they were a little bit slow. But now they know that this isn't something that's going away. Now they know what they need to do. And they're going to continue to do what they have to do to get what they want because they can't let go of this. Like I said, I do see them coming back, and I do see them, you know, they are going to hound you. And they're going to prove that whatever you think about this person, whatever faith you lost in this person, they will earn it back. And they will prove that they're worth your time. Because they always knew they were. I just feel like I said, there's two different forms of jealousy. There's jealousy in a fashion of, you know, they don't want to share you with anybody. And then there's jealousy that, you know, they're afraid that they're going to have to share you with somebody. You know, people, there's a very, I've said this before, jealousy, some people are very jealous people, and that's just who they are. They're jealous of everything. They're jealous of their things. They're jealous of their connections. They're jealous of even sharing their feelings. But then there's people that are just jealous because they feel like there's somebody out there that's going to give you something that they won't give you. And that's what we have this person. They were afraid that somebody was going to give you something that they couldn't, or they felt they couldn't. But now they're coming back. And like I said, there's a lot of huge changes coming. And not just for them, but for you as well. You know, this person's finally ready to step up. You know, they were smart enough to know better in the past, but I feel like, You know, they were blinded by their own shortcomings. I feel like there was some, you know, there was some self-esteem issues. I feel like they, you know, there's part of them that felt like they couldn't be enough. But there's also a part of them that felt like, you know, afraid to take the risk. And not because they didn't think it was worth the reward. They were afraid to take the risk because they were afraid of losing. But like I said, they're coming back, and I feel like there's a very strong energy within them. You know, they're very passionate. They're coming back with a lot of passion and a lot of love. You know. And we have that family card. You know, they want something meaningful. They want to build a foundation with you. You know, this person is coming back. And we also have that death card, you know, indicating that transformation. I feel like this person's finally evolved into the person that you always thought they would be. The person they always wanted to be. And I feel like you can take a lot of credit for that. Even though you weren't really necessarily always there to, you know, we got to look at the fact that, like, sometimes we encourage somebody, sometimes we drive somebody, even if we're not in their actual presence. You know, there's a lot going on behind the scenes, and that's what I have here. You know, their love for you has never died, and I don't feel like it ever will. They were holding back before. They were defensive before. But I feel like there's a lot of huge changes coming, and I feel like this person is very balanced. You know, they have their shit together, and they're ready to move forward. And they want you to move forward with them. You know, look for them. They're going to put in the work. Like I said, with that Queen of Wands, they're going to chase. And that Queen of Swords, they're not going to be afraid to tell you what they want to say. And it's going to be very authentic. There's no bullshit right now. There's no time for it. Like I said, with that Mercury retrograde, I feel like this may be kicking this person in the ass. Maybe part of it. You know, sometimes we can look back and see, you know, where we screwed things up. And sometimes we can't make it right, but they feel like they can. Now with this person, we have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. We also have some Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. I mean, we have all signs. Okay. Sometimes we don't think we're the person that we... You know, sometimes we think... Sometimes we think too damn much, to be honest with you. And I feel like this person overthought it. I feel like this person, you know... But they needed the time to grow. You know, some people are so scared of taking that time to grow. You know, they don't want to take that step back with their person because they're afraid to take that step back that they're going to lose that person. But if you're with someone that truly loves you, they want you to be your best. They want you to be your best self. And anybody that truly loves you will understand. And if you're with someone that doesn't understand, you may be with the wrong person. You know, we have to be our best selves in order to give. We can't give our best selves to someone else until we, you know, we find it ourselves. That's what I have for you. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.